Hello, Natalia. It's really a pleasure to have you today, and thank you for joining us. So, you've just completed our Access online seminar for scientists in exile, organized by ABG with the support from the European Commission. And the goal of this short interview is to capture your experience and insight as a participant. So, thank you very much. And let's begin with the first question.
Thank you very much, Dominika, for having me. And I am Natalia Mishyna. I'm a professor of constitutional law from Odessa, Ukraine, and I left my country on spring 2022 after the war has begun. I was looking for the place to continue my work and research, and because I'm a specialist in local government, human rights, I've contacted the Council of Europe, and I've contacted the University of Strasbourg, and I arrived to Strasbourg to find interesting projects, similar interests, where can be useful, and so on and so forth. So now I work as an expert for the Council of Europe in different projects that are about Ukraine or about local self-government, and also I've just finished literally 6 days ago my personal project that was supported by Marie Curie for Ukraine. That was also about my specialization. Is the role of local and regional authorities in the implementation of the judgments of the European Court of Human Rights. So, as you see from the titles, also connected with the Council of Europe. Now I'm looking for another research opportunities and/or for another work, and I was very happy to hear that it is a special program that target researchers, and there is it requalification or readaptation? I don't know how to name it clearly, but to help us to settle our future. Thank you very much for that. Um, Thank you for the question. I was always thinking about coming back to the office since I became a researcher, because I was trained as a lawyer, as a national lawyer, and I've started my career as a lawyer, as a head of the legal department, and so on. It was always something I've missed in academia, this corporate life, this office atmosphere. And I was always thinking, well, how can I combine because lawyer is also a practical skill. Every time I've hesitated, should I continue in academia or not? I've considered working at the office in business or in non-governmental organization. And that is why, even if I would be in Ukraine, this would be enormously interesting for me, because being there and here, I know how academia can enrich life in office, business, working in business, and vice versa. So after I've heard about your event, I didn't hesitate even for a minute, and I was hoping you would select me. And thank you very much for the selection and the invitation. Thank you very much. Everything was useful. The seminar was, from one hand, it was long. It was 3.5 days. But from another hand, everything was useful. It was very interesting for me to have statistics, the one you have. how many people have continued in academia after big grants or first or several big grants, and how many had to requalify and go to NGOs and business. It was very interesting for me to communicate with other participants of the seminar, to hear their own experience and how do they plan to live further, what do they plan to do, what is the experience of academics in other countries. Though for me, the part about other countries actually wasn't, I was more curious than really I needed it, because I arrived to France with my small son, and he hardly spoke Russian normally. Now he masters French. And for me, I think from this point of view, it's pretty much impossible to cross the river and to appear in Germany because he will have to learn German now. That is why I was more concentrated on French experience, and for me it was very valuable that the association that helps or like as a co-organizer of the seminar is a French association. Also, I liked the fact that everyone who spoke to us, who shared the experience, are also academics. That all of you hold doctoral degrees, and you understand us. So there are three main points up to me. Thank you. Yes, you definitely did something. I haven't noticed how and when, but I don't afraid a lot to go out of academia now. I was a bit suspicious before. I didn't believe it's possible, let's say in France, because my French isn't perfect. But after looking at your examples, the examples of our guests, at the statistics, and thanks to the instruments you've shown us and the exercises we've done in groups, it's easier now. I understand it's a long path. I understand it's not very easy to find such a position that would fit me like a socket and this thing you insert in, so it should be a perfect match. But know now it is possible. I know now such positions exist. And if before I didn't keep an eye on them, I was concentrated on reading information about grants, about PhD, postdoctoral opportunities. Now I've divided my attention and I keep an eye on the advertisements and job advertisements, NGOs and business offer as well. So thank you very much. Actually, it's expanding my outlook. That's what you have done. Yes, definitely. And I know to where to go to look for the information I need. I understand a bit better how it works. I've also understood my gaps I have now. So I have hired for several sessions a career consultant, and we have worked out a career plan for me for the year or year and a half. Thanks to your starting points, I could orientate the career consultant well about the specifics on academia and what we can bring to business, what are my strong sides, what are my weak points, and we can work on it right now. So I would be ready with my CV. I would be well prepared for the interview. I would do now the things that require to be better fit for the vacancies in outside of the academia sector. Actually, so far, I'm in the process of using your program that allows something like short internships outside of academia. And here I would like to make more compliments to your access because I've always used the support and help of your access Strasbourg at Strasbourg University with my documents. They always helped me with titre de séjour, convention d'accueil. They always instructed me in these administrative questions, and they continue with your Paris office, if I'm not mistaken now, to help me through my process. What we do now, we found out that my passport talent isn't enough to work outside of academia. We've looked for other reasons. How can I get titre de séjour? We've identified I can have another titre de séjour that would allow me to work both in academia and outside. And thanks to the advices of your officers and lawyers, I'm in the process of changing it. I hope it will go quickly and I will still have time to participate in your other program. And Yes, I think that's all of my experience with your access. So I hope I will have more. I have decided not to leave academia, but also to look outside. Right now, what I do in the sphere of academia, I apply for different grants and fellowships, but as a parallel, I have intensified my French classes a lot. I have uh, made a little research at the international organizations that are represented at Strasbourg. It's mostly the Council of Europe. And I've started to look closer at their non-expert to their, let's say, office work. Because before I was always thinking, how can I apply to work in the Council of Europe office or back office? I'm from academia. I don't have any experience of working inside of the international organization during the long time. I'm underqualified from this point of view, but from another point of view, I'm overqualified. What to do with all of that? I'll better just ignore. Thanks to you to the seminar, I've understood what are the main points that might be interesting for the international organization, and I'm working out with the consultant now how to underline them in the CV, how to explain where it can be useful and why. And after that, I will do the same for business. I'm not very in a hurry with business, so in my say ratio, it's academia is still number one, then international organizations because I still speak better English than French. My favorite thing to say is when someone asks me how is my French going, I'm telling them my English is already bad. Worse than it used to be. My French isn't as good so far. So I think while I will do the preparations for the international organizations, I will continue with my French, and after that, I will look closer at a French job market. my advice number one would be consult the specialists. And I didn't do that at the earlier stage because I didn't know that there are such specialists. I thought, oh, academia is such a narrow sector and such a small market. Probably there are maybe 10 people that are going out of academia each year. I haven't realized there is a statistics. I haven't realized it is a certain methodology. I haven't realized it is a certain experience, and it's actually step-by-step experience. That's what you showed us. It's really a program. So number one, if you feel you need an advice, look for the specialists and follow the advices. And number two, I think it's the main I've got at your seminar, this idea that if you would like something, don't be afraid, just follow the advice of the specialists and go target the goal you have. Because I've started with the fact I was always keeping an eye on business and NGOs. And I was always thinking, oh, okay, maybe next time I would like, but it's too difficult. Even in Ukraine, the main thing that have stopped me was were the certain difficulties. Because when you change your sector, it's always difficult. And then when I had this question in France, I thought, I didn't do it in Ukraine. Probably France isn't the best place to start this adventure. But after spending practically half a week with you, I realized that it is possible. Just go and do. Don't think about compromising. If you have a dream, just try to reach the dream, but only with the specialists, because actually what you gave us a tool and you gave us a psychological support, because all of the team are holders of the PhD and you have done the same transition. So I even don't know, it's 50-50 probably. Methodologically and psychologically, it's well balanced. So thank you very much for this experience. And very often in the feedbacks, students and listeners tell it's a life-changing experience. Sometimes it's too much, but it's very true about your event. It's very deep, it's very thoughtful. It was very warm for me because the atmosphere was friendly and even beyond friendly. It was like talking to relatives, but nice relatives, the one who can really help and the one who really care. And I was rushing each morning to see what will happen today, what is the new information, and I will stay in touch with you. And fingers crossed, this is really life-changing for me. So thanks a lot.